says, these questions place us at the most important crossroads of our lives. The answers to these questions will determine whether or not our struggle to change from the old concept to the new concept would be successful. We are confronted with the challenge of using and actually living according to the principles we have set forth as truth. We must begin by changing our perspective, our attitude, and the way that we project ourselves to the world. In order to do this, we must change the way we look at love, life, and loyalty, our first three principles. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave us the last three principles, but they say,
Mm-hmm.
hold on, man. Can't none of this be accomplished unless we go through the first three principles.
Facts.
So the first principle is love.
Yep.
And what do PLM stand on?
Truth and facts.
And then it said in here, we are confronted with the challenge of using and actually living according to the principles we have set forth as truth.
That's our foundation.
We set forth these principles as truth, right?
Yep.
We got to live according to them. We have to.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, as I'm watching and reading, my mind is unfolding at the same time. And it's just beautiful how these teachings come together.
Excuse me. Said over the last decade, our organization, Growth and Development, has been undergoing a major change. The kind of change which is touching and transforming every part of our lives, both public and private. This change is different from the type of change that we have experienced in the past. It is more than a change from the rank and file command system from generals to coordinators. It is more than simply adding another law to make the number 17 instead of 16. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It is more than merely changing the name from Gangster Disciple to Growth and Development. Rather, it is a change from evil to good, from negative to positive, from secret to open, from hidden to unhidden, from illiterate to literate, and from the old concept to the new concept. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I just did a video, I think last week, and somebody made a comment about speaking on the blueprint in the public. I ain't even respond to it, right? I just said thank you for your comment
Mm-hmm.
because I understand that they don't even know what they was talking about. So let me read this to you again, to all of you who think that we're supposed to be secret, that we're supposed to hide stuff. We're not supposed to talk about stuff. We're not supposed to be teaching the public about who we are and what we stand on and what we believe in, even though it's in a book form. All right? But let me read
Mm-hmm.
this to y'all one more time. And hopefully, we ain't never got to address this again. Rather, now I'm going to start from up here. It is more than simply adding another law to make the number 17 instead of 16. It is more than merely changing the name from Gangster Disciple to Growth and Development. Rather, it is a change from evil to good, from negative to positive, from secret to open, from hidden to unhidden, from secret to open, from hidden to unhidden, from illiterate to literate. That means from being uneducated to being educated.
Mhm.
That's what that stands for. That's what that means. Uh, from the old concept to the new concept. That's what that is.
Okay, so with that being said, right,
Uh-huh.
the proof of our living the new concept
Yep.
can be seen only through our application of the new concept.
Our
And that's
ABA.
what shows our success.
Yeah, our ABA.
Okay, so with that being said, our demonstration has to be public
Yes.
because if it's done in private, if it's done in secret, if it's done hidden behind closed doors, nobody can see the growth and development. Nobody can see the success of the new concept. Nobody can see us become a reckoning power of people.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask this question.
Hmm.
So I guess we're supposed to keep all our positive stuff secret and all the negative stuff that's going on, make that public.
That's the mentality that a lot of folks have.
So I'm supposed to get up here every day and gang bang and let it be public knowledge that I'm gang banging. Let the feds come in, swoop me up, and I get all these accolades in jail. I'm sitting back in jail with 100,000 million years.
Yep.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, because you're keeping it real to what it started out as.
That's got to be the whoever believe that. Let me say this to the whole United States of America. Whoever believe that, man, y'all got to be the dumbest people Martin Luther King ever died for.
Boy, you said
Straight
it.
up. Y'all got to be the dumbest people Martin Luther King ever died for. Think about that. Think about it.
Mhm.
All the good that you're doing, keep that hidden. Don't let nobody see you good. Let them see you bad.
Yep. They're trying to protect the image that they think gangsterism is.
Don't do nothing good in the community and let it be shown. But do all the negative stuff. Do the drive-by shootings. Do the raping and the robbing and the killing and the man. Let all that be shown. That's what the media is doing to us anyway in our damn community already.
Yep.
And then we get all these old fools. They get on here and say the same thing. Man, you're not supposed to be saying that, brother. Why are you discussing growth and development on out in the public? Man, if you don't get somewhere and sit down and get away from me, man, I don't want to hear that.
What they say, breaking law number one, ain't that what they
Yeah,
call
you're
it?
breaking you're breaking number one. Man, break your ass off somewhere and get away from me. I'm in
Yep.
the vision. I am the blueprint.
Facts.
Hashtag I am the blueprint.
The living embodiment of it.
You know, somewhere and sit down somewhere, man. Our six principles are pushing us at breathtaking speed to prepare us for the changes which our education and our experiences have failed to help us realize. It's breathtaking. That means we moving. We ain't got time to be sitting back.
At an accelerated rate.
Man, the ability to handle the difficulties involved in such changes lies within ourselves. That is to say, in our attitude towards these changes. Many of us still long for the good old days without realizing that there is no going back. We can't go back to the 70s. We can't go back to the 80s. We can't go back to the 90s. Hell, we can't even go back to yesterday. Hell, we
At
can't even
all.
go back. We can't even go back 5 minutes ago. You know? So we cannot even stay where we are. If we are to grow and develop, we must move forward with courage to a new day within a new way of coping, a new way of life. Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. Get it to him, bro.
Now, this what I'm looking at with that, right? Because it talks about us being able to accept this change. We have to have an attitude of acceptance, meaning even though it's uncomfortable, we may not be familiar with the idea of the change. We have to be willing to accept the change that's coming in order to progress.
Yes.
Which, okay, so I'm gonna use myself as an example, right? As a student of these teachings, I understand that the organization is going to go through changes, and as a member, I have to not just accept the change, but also work with the change in
Yes.
order to remain a member of this organization. Because if I go against the change, I'm not only stagnating my own growth and development as an individual, but I'm disrupting the unity of everybody that's striving in this struggle. So
Okay.
I have to humble myself and follow not just the teachings, but those who are giving it to me so I can be prepared for change. It's pretty much like it's like parenting in a sense, because I have two children who I love, and I try to guide them and prepare them for the change that life gonna take them through. If they don't receive what I'm saying and they rebel, it I can't put no other way. It fucks up their life, and I have to stop doing what I'm doing and try to go back and help them catch up. So these teachers, in essence, not just help us as members, but also in our personal life, we know how to apply them properly.
Exactly. Okay. It says
Mm,
our problems cannot be reduced to a simple solution. We cannot simply just jump on the bandwagons like political groups and or religious groups and expect to effect the proper change in our organization. All right, I'm glad we here.
hmm
I'm not telling y'all to jump on no political group. I'm not telling you to jump on MAGA. I'm not telling you to jump on Republicans, Democrats, Independents, or whatever it is. But just know what you're doing. At this stage of your growth and development, you have to know the reason why you're voting for peoples. I ain't heard people say they're gonna go vote for Donald Trump, man, because Donald Trump gonna give out some more money. He gave out a lot of money.
They
Lord
see
have
how
mercy.
they got it all right back either.
Yeah, took it all right back, and locked a lot of peoples up behind it.
That's facts.
We can't be jumping on religious groups, getting in these particular spiritual rams or religious rams of different peoples. We got to look at our problems from a whole different perspective. We got to look at our problems like, man, listen, this is what's going on in our community. Our problems is bigger than this. We are a very religious people. Don't tell me we're not a religious people.
That's facts.
Man, you can go on any block, man. You going in our community, you're gonna find 4, 5 churches. And all of them filled on Sunday. You can't tell me we're not a political, that we don't be thinking on politics. 97% of our people gonna automatically vote Democrat. So our problems is bigger than religion and just some political group.
That's facts.
It's bigger than that
Because no matter what
because
group comes into office, we still got the same problems.
we got the same problems.
No matter what church we go to, we got the same problems.
Come on, man. Talk to me. Tell me something.
So there has to be a work done that can solve the problem. A conversation had to open the eyes to the problem.
And then you got to think about it. The majority of people that we bring into our fold that's supposed to be within the rank and files for us being our so-called leaders, they turn out to be stool pigeons, government operative plants.
Yep. So in essence, any help they did do was actually a benefit to who they were working for, not to us.
Not to us. If we did, we would surely lose our members, and the overall change would be ineffectual towards stopping gang violence in the streets. Simply put, our membership is not prepared to buy a pie in the sky deal. Hold on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up, man. Hold up.
Ain't no selling no dreams around here and putting no tax on it.
Okay. We ain't got time to be selling these "we shall overcome" speeches, man. Down with dope, up in hope. That's pie in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
You got to die to go to heaven. Why I can't live here and get heaven? Why I got to die to receive my heaven?
In fact, are you living in yours now?
Yeah. This is what this new
Absolutely.
concept, this is what this blueprint is about.
The
This
pie in the
blueprint is
sky is the
about what we
American
are.
dream.
Yeah. I ain't buying no damn American dream, white picket fence, spotted dog named Spot. Man, get the
Yep.
hell
Two
out
and
of
a
here.
half babies.
Yeah. You say 2 born, 1 in the oven.
Exactly.
I got it now. You know. See what we do, bro. I mean, let's keep this. Let's get this. What we do ain't pretty.
No.
It ain't fancy. You know what I'm saying? We ain't putting on no fancy show for you. We giving you the hardcore truth and facts.
You gotta get your hands dirty and your feet muddy out here in this field.
That's right. Says the new concept is saying that we have to be man enough to create our own foundation, which is growth and development, instead of trying to jump on the bandwagon of others. In this sense, the forks of life represent another crossroad. Are we to do the necessary yet difficult work of creating our own stable and firm foundation, growth and development, or will we succumb to what others offer as an escape from our past? For me, the answer is simple, but each man must decide for himself. When it
Mm,
comes to, okay,
I'm sorry. You just made me think about something. You know, there's a saying that often goes by choice, not by force.
right,
You got to decide that you want to live this positive lifestyle. You got to decide that you want to stay on these 6 principles. It's a decision you have to make. And with every action, behavior, and attitude, that decision has to be made. Like every day you wake up, it has to be a choice to want to do this, to put this work in, to build this community up, to strengthen the brothers and sisters inside the family. Like you have to take initiative. It's not just saying, yeah, I believe, so I'm good because I said I believe. Like it's more than that. It takes the ability to not just sacrifice in times you don't want to make the sacrifice. It takes the willingness to uphold the decision made every day. You have to be committed to this struggle. And when I'm not just talking about members of the organization, I'm also speaking about those in our society who desire to make the change, who desire to be a part of the change. Like that's an everyday commitment. It can't be, well, today I'm with it. Tomorrow I got this going on, so I'm not going to be a part of it. Then the next day, boom, I'm back with it. Like, nah, ain't no in and out. Ain't no jumping the fence. You got to be on it consistently. And a lot of people, I think, out of the illusion of fear, don't know how to commit to that decision. They want the fame of it, they want the fortune of it, but they don't want the commitment to it because they might have to sacrifice their personal thing that they enjoy doing that may not be conducive to the teachings or the organization or the movement or the community. Because everybody has their flaws. Like I have mine, you know. And I ain't gonna lie. Some of my things that I enjoy doing, I don't really want to sacrifice to make that next step, to make that change. Because to me, they're my fun little habits. But I gotta choose to sacrifice them if I want to see the collective excel. And that's a crossroad. Because all of us have our own personal thing that we enjoy. Whether it's going out clubbing every weekend, whether it's getting drunk every weekend, whether it's getting blunted every weekend, no matter what it may be. Because I do a little bit of all of them. So ain't no sense in me lying about it. Sometimes I gotta be like, hey, you know what? This weekend I ain't doing that. I'm committing to the business. And that strengthens the discipline that's needed to make that change. I had to get that off my chest. TP me. You know, I yield the floor and get back to the book. You know, I apologize.
All right, now let me say this here.
Talk to me.
A lot of people's try to like the new concept, growth and development is like a off and on switch. They try to use it like an off and on switch. They want, as sometimes they want to turn it on, sometimes they want to turn it off. Then they'll say, you about growth and development every day of your life. You don't know nothing but growth and development. You don't know this, you don't know this. Growth and development is a way of life. You wake up the way you wake up all during the day, all during the night. When you go to bed, it's about growth and development because it's the way that you are shaping your life. You don't turn this on and off. Okay, well, it's 6 o'clock. Now I'm gonna be about growth and development. But at 7 o'clock, when I get up out of here, I'm going to do something else. So now I'm not going to be held accountable to those same standards. Growth and development is every day. Those are those crossroads that we have to decide that we got to make. Are we going to be about this 24/7 every day of our life, or are we going to be part-time workers? If you're going to be a part-time worker, then this ain't for you. This is a full-time, everyday job. Get up, do the work, boots on the ground every day, you know? So, man, I needed to get that out. When it comes to the changes, when it comes to changing one's lifestyle, most of us are torn between accepting it in some areas and not in others. We become participants in an inner struggle that will decide our future, a crossroad. The question goes something like this: how can we enter mainstream society and at the same time not lose our uniqueness as an organization? The answer can be found in understanding the creative force of the six principles. The forks of life represents change, and change is the most important aspects of growth and development. Growth and development change is a basic part of nature. Nothing in nature remains absolutely the same, and the ability to grow and develop it, to grow and develop is built into every individual naturally. Our survival depends on our becoming re educated with the proper integrity, achieving a new awareness, and establishing more core values. And above all, survival means growth and development, i.e., finding the proper way to use our new knowledge and resources. The kind of change that the forks of life represent, the kind that one alone can assure our survival, is personal growth and development of talent, of relationship, of love and loyalty, growth and development of capacity to see and hear more deeply the true meaning of life. Growth and development in these areas change individuals and organization that can free us for more courageous and competent actions in all areas of our lives. When we continue to grow and develop and maintain our capacity to change and openness, the hope of our future generation is contained within the forks of life. The birth of growth and development was one crossroad. Now we are at another crossroad for our organization. Today's crossroads are just as important for our organization as going through crawling to walking is for a baby. We must, even as a baby, must move forward. The forks of life represents all the crossroads in one's life, and particularly the crossroads we are confronted with today as an organization. To go from the old to the new, that is our crossroad. Finally, the forks of life represent our physical, spiritual, and mental strengths. Each prong of the forks uphold a particular principle. Whenever we are confronted with a challenging situation, such as changing our lifestyle, the forks of life represent the strength that we can find in studying and applying our 6 principles. The forks of life bears witness to the many struggles, crossroads that our life confronts us with. However, more than anything else, the forks of life symbolize our constant forward thrust. Armed with love, life, loyalty, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, resting upon the prongs of the forks of life, we push forward in society, not to destroy, but to build.
Mm.
Woo! 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 Wee! Now, some
Mm-hmm.
people have told me that the forks of life be represent, what is it? Love, death. What did they be?
It was love, power, and hate, and one was death, darkness, and destruction. Um, Someone said mind, body, and soul, which we know spiritually, mentally, and physically is mind, body, and soul. But love, power, and hate, death, darkness, and destruction, nah.
Okay, I just got to read, and it said that armed with the love, life, Lord, and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, resting upon the prongs of the forks of life.
Mm-hmm.
So those prongs on those cross forks represent love, life, Lord, and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And don't ever get it confused. Don't ever let nobody tell y'all anything different. Don't let nobody come to y'all. What you say it was again, bro?
Love,
Death,
power, and
destruction,
hate,
love,
death,
power,
darkness, and destruction.
death, darkness, and destruction. What sense do that represent? What sense do that make? But I guess if we go all the way back to the beginning of the chapter where it said we have taken it to represent evil, then so be it. But the true essence and the true belief and the true meaning of those forks of life, those prongs represents love, life, Lord, and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And on that note, we're going to close out with this here by giving our brother Blalen that time to go on and lace these brothers and sisters up with some, my brother.
Yes, sir. First, I want to thank all y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all witnessing this. It was an excellent bill. Now, I'm going to tell you this part. Most importantly, after reading this section of the blueprint or watching this video, think back on the life decisions you've made. Not just in your past as a child growing up, analyze those as well. But look at where you are now in your life and look at the decisions that got you to that point. You can just use last year, for example. Go through those decisions. Look at this year's decision making. Have you grown and developed in your decision making? And have you grown and developed based on what you've learned about yourself as an individual and how you can change as an individual to better yourself and your condition? Or are you still pointing the fingers at other people, the reason why your decision making is what it is? Be responsible, take accountability as an adult, and live through your forks of life at your crossroads and make the right decisions. With that, I yield with plenty much love.
Now, let me get into this here. This has been a beautiful bill. It has been an excellent bill. And I sincerely appreciate the brother Blalen. I appreciate each and every person that represents positive lifestyle management, all the brothers and sisters, men and women across the world. Uh, I love the build. I love the things that we are doing as a family. Once again, we are at a crossroad, brothers and sisters. We cannot allow ourselves out of fear, not wanting to cross this crossroad. I ask each and every one of us to step forward and to continue being the message that we bring. I want to thank you all for everything that you do. I want to thank you for tuning in with us and giving us your positive feedback. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brother Blalen, Brother Blalen, Brother Blalen.
Yes,
So,
sir.
brothers and sisters, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace.